Hi, I'm Paul, your Helpbox Locksmith. If you're watching this video, chances are you've just been searching for how to choose a home safe. Great news, it's exactly what we're going to go through in this video. So the first thing to consider when you're choosing your home safe is where is your home safe going to go? So firstly you need to think about where in your home the home safe is going to be situated. Bear in mind that a home safe, to meet its insurance approval, it needs to be either bolted into a brick wall at the back or bolted into solid ground at the bottom. Even if it's going through floorboards, you're going to have to locate the joist underneath the floor so it's bolted into the joist and not just a floorboard that can be cut out. The other thing you need to think about then is how much space. Now you've got your allocated space and where it's going to be bolted, how much room is there? So if it's inside a cupboard, you need to find out the width, the height and the depth that you've got to play with to ensure that the safe that you order is going to fit in the space that you've allocated. And one final thing to think about in terms of location is the weight of the safe. If it's a particularly big safe and it's a heavy safe, if you're not going to have this delivered to a ground floor, you need to be thinking in your mind about how you're going to get your safe to the location that you're going to have it fitted. So next, you need to determine what's actually going to go into the safe, and this for a couple of reasons. Firstly, you need to know the value or the cash rating and insurance value that you want for your safe. So whether it be a 1k cash or a 2k, a 4k, 6k, etc. You also need to understand the size of the items that you're putting into your safe. So for example, if you have a laptop, you're then going to be in the market for a laptop safe, which is specifically built in its design to house a laptop. Also, you might find that you might want to house jewellery, documents, cash, medicines. All of these things will change perhaps the size of the safe that you're going to end up with. And remember, when you are choosing a safe, don't just think about what you need it for today, future-proof it. So if you're thinking that you want to put £15,000 worth of jewellery in a safe, but in a few years' time you might have grown a collection, it'd be well worth making sure that you maybe go up and get a slightly higher value safe so that you're not having to buy new safes in the future. So remember to future-proof it, make it a one-time purchase and not something that you're having to continually update. So another thing to consider when looking at home safes is, do you need a certified fire safe? If you're keeping documents in your safe such as birth certificates, passports and other important documents, and you want them to stand up or be safe in the event of a fire or extreme heat, then I would strongly recommend this. Now there are on the market such things as non-certified fire safes. Now they do tend to have some fire resistant material built into them, but they're not tested. If you're looking for a tested certified safe, then you're going to be looking for EN 15659. These are tested in 30-minute increments, and so then you will get a rating for what it is and how long it's fire safe or it's heat proof for. So the last thing to consider is who has access to your safe. One way that you can access a safe is through key, which is simple to use, but of course a key is only as safe as a place where you leave it, and of course keys can get lost. So popular nowadays are electronic combination safes, where you can use a code normally between 4 and 12 digits to open a safe. Some of these may only allow 1 or 2 codes, some may have multiple users, and the multiple user ones can be very useful if you want to keep an audit trail, as some will allow you to do, and also give people different codes, so that if you need to delete somebody, you can delete that one person's code and not have to reset everything for all of your other users. Also nowadays you can open the safe with your fingerprint, which you can either use instead of electronic combination code, or you can use it alongside as a second authentication, which is great because it means that even if somebody discovers the code to your safe, they still can't gain entry without your fingerprint. So, now that we know where the safe is going, what's going to be stored in it and the cash rating that we need to be looking for, whether the safe needs to be a fire certified safe, and we know how many users and how we want to operate the safe, actually choosing a home safe should be as easy as those 4 simple steps.